President Trump expected to host Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the White House today for the first time since 2018. The administration looking to deepen economic and defense ties with the Saudis and sell fighter jets to them.
Are you planning to sell F-35s to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
And also, are you looking at doing a similar security agreement like you did with
Yeah, no, I am planning on doing that. Yeah.
You're gonna
they
sell
want to
the
buy. They've
F-35s?
been a great ally. They've got to like us very much. Look at the Iran situation, what we did in terms of obliterating, we obliterated their nuclear capability. Yeah, I will say that we will be doing that. We'll be selling F-35s here.
Senior fellow at Harvard's Belfer Center, Karen Elliott House, joins me now. Karen, thanks so much for joining the program. Let's start with a 30,000-foot view of this for our audience. The people waking up, about to go to work, they're really worried about their families, paying their bills, their security, all stuff that's domestic. Why should the average person, average American watching at home right now care, one, about selling F-35s to the Saudis, and more broadly about this visit by the Saudi leader?
Well, I think the economic tie is the price of oil and gasoline. Trump has pushed the Crown Prince to keep oil prices low, and they are so low now in the mid-60s, and he needs mid-90s to fund his budget. But these F-35s are to help protect Saudi Arabia from Iran. And if the Iranians were to knock out his oil, that would not be good for the American consumer or anybody else in the world, because the price would go up.
Let's focus on the security element of this. If Saudi Arabia gets these planes, and if overall things go in the Middle East the way that President Trump wants them to, could you see Saudi Arabia joining the Abraham Accords at any point?
I believe if they join the Abraham Accords, it will be some time from now, because the Crown Prince has said very unequivocally that he cannot do that unless there is some real progress on a Palestinian state. And I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. If it happens, nobody knows what the Israeli government will be in a few years, even maybe a few months. If it happens, then I believe he can. And I suspect that the sale of these F-35s is tied somehow to, we will deliver them when you and Israel have diplomatic relations. I do not know that, but it wouldn't surprise me. But I do not think you will hear the Crown Prince saying, I'm joining the Abraham Accords anytime soon.
Okay, but just yesterday, the UN Security Council adopted a U.S.-backed resolution to end the Gaza war, and as part of that, deploy an international stabilization force. I'm trying to read the tea leaves on your previous answer. Do you think that Saudi Arabia, this could be a precursor to Saudi Arabia ultimately, for lack of a better phrase, taking the lead in running Gaza? Based upon your previous answer, it seems like you're a no on that.
No, I don't think so. He has said he won't be part of the stabilization force because many Arabs see the stabilization force, which is supposed to disarm Hamas, as simply doing Israel's work for it. So he doesn't want to be part of the stabilization force or part of spending money to rebuild Gaza until there is agreement on a Palestinian state, because the Saudis believe that if you don't have that, whatever you spend rebuilding Gaza will simply be blown up at some future time.
There's also the specter of AI hanging over this meeting. Saudi Arabia has a lot of money. We need a lot of money to fund a lot of big energy projects, AI projects, so that will definitely be one of the focuses. And I think when we come out of this, one question we need to ask, are we friends with Saudi Arabia, or are we still strategic allies? Obviously, the specter of 9/11 hanging over this as well. Karen Elliott House, thank you for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.